It's Eric, the Star Wars nerd of Byked. Well, we all are, except for him. Because he sucks. Anyway, so we're taking a break from, other stuff right now because it's November 12th. You know what that means?
No,
Disney
what does that mean?
You interrupted me.
Yeah.
You're so rude.
I know. What else is new?
I can't.
How's your day going?
I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, okay, so it's going well?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Great. Anyway.
Oh, by the way.
Would you stop it?
That last one was intentional.
I know. Anyway, so it's November 12th, which means Disney Plus is out in the world, ready to be streaming. And that means the Mandalorian of Star Wars is out. First episode.
I can attest to it. He literally woke me up at 7:30 a.m. just to set up the account.
Yeah.
I didn't have work till 1 p.m.
So we just finished watching episode 1 of The Mandalorian. So, what do you guys think in general of the show?
Oh, is this my cue to talk? I'm not used to this role.
Yes, it's your cue
Open
to
it
talk.
up to the room, and then I'll give my thoughts.
Alright, cool. I wasn't crazy about it, and I thought about why. It felt like, at least, I guess I was expecting something with a lot of story to it. So to me, because that didn't really happen, it felt like kind of looked absolutely bonkersly good. Don't get me wrong. Looked amazing. But watching it, I kept thinking, I was like, I feel like they just filmed a bunch of deleted scenes and decided to turn those deleted scenes into like a makeshift story. That's how it felt to me.
Interesting thought.
But also, I kind of feel like Pedro Pascal was wasted.
Why?
I don't know. He has a beautiful face. I feel like we should be seeing his face.
Well, you know what? If you can act without the face, that means you're a good actor.
I know, but like, Pedro Pascal's a beautiful man.
Yes, that's true.
He shouldn't be hidden behind a mask the entire series.
But he has a sexy voice.
Which also was modulated, so you couldn't really get all of his sexy voice.
I thought it was pretty sexy.
We'll talk about this more later.
Okay then.
We'll have a full in-depth conversation of sexy.
Oh my.
Wrong franchise!
Well, you know my love for the Mandalorians.
Yes.
Because that's my favorite part of the Star Wars universe.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked it. I will admit there were parts where I do agree with Pete, like it's kind of hard to hear him. And even if he wasn't modulated, even if the voice wasn't modulated, he kind of barely talks as it is.
The whole first part where he's getting that bounty from that dude, that was just weak in my opinion.
Yeah.
That went on too long. That was kind of my... To clarify, that was kind of where it felt like all these deleted scenes that they then tried to like make a story out of.
I liked it up until the point where the Loch Ness monster, I guess, bit on the leg.
Nessie!
Because it's like, they had to establish, like, you know, he's a badass, but it's like, we kind of saw him take on 4 people and win, so it's like, we didn't necessarily need that as well. But that could be just me, though. It was a cool
I agree with you.
It was a cool sequence, mind you, but it's like, kind of unnecessary.
I felt like it was a whole bunch of deleted scenes because he was like saying practically nothing during all of it.
Oh, and Taika Waititi as a droid is fantastic.
It really was.
I agree.
He truly is a IG 11 out of 10.
Ah.
All that credit actually goes to the Disney Plus Twitter account. They were the one that tweeted that out, not me.
I think I do remember that, actually.
I'll find it somewhere. But yeah.
Any other thoughts?
I do love the way Ludwig Göransson composed this, because it's a lot different from Clone Wars and Rebels, where it's pretty clear they were trying to emulate the original John Williams score, and this is just straight up no. It's like what he did with Black Panther. He looked at the other MCU scores and said, "No, I'm doing my own thing." Same thing here. Nah, screw that. I'm writing my own part of the Star Wars score,
which was cool. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but when I see them flying by a planet in space, I want a little bit of John Williams in there.
Oh, I can understand that. Maybe it'll be in the We didn't see them flying through space that much, so maybe it'll be in the
True.
next episodes. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, I mean, granted, this is supposed to be a Western. That's what the score is vibing on more.
Yeah.
Than,
Oh, no, don't get me wrong.
A Western inside a mostly space opera franchise.
Yeah. Yeah. Overall, I really liked it.
Of course you did. How many times you watched it now?
Well,
12? And it's
3.
only been out for
3.
12 hours?
However, I will say this. The first time I watched it, it was a little bit, like, weirdly paced for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You want to shut up now?
Mm-mm.
Or at least, then when I watched it the second time, I still found the beginning a little bit slow, in my opinion.
You don't say.
Pete, you really need to calm down.
Okay.
And I think it was because there wasn't a whole lot of music that happened, and his lack of talking obviously does make it a little bit more quiet. So that's why it makes it feel longer. It's just the lack of those things.
That's actually a really good point.
Yeah.
The music probably would have actually helped a lot. Then
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
mention it.
Yeah. It was very. I forget diegetic versus non-diegetic.
I think it's supposed to. I think it's supposed to be like those
Dry.
scenes where I think it's supposed to be like the first battle with Bane and Bat. What's so funny?
I just had a joke in my head. I'm sorry, I gotta share. This is too good. That first scene was so dry, I thought I was on Tatooine.
Oh God.
Cause sand.
It's coarse and rough and irritating.
And you get everywhere.
What I was gonna say, I guess the point was it's supposed to be like Bane and Batman the first time they fight in Dark Knight Rises, where there's no music and the emphasis is just like how hard they hit each other.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean, granted, during the fight, like in the bar, that had music, but then like.
It was mostly in the ship. It was just dead.
yeah,
I think that was also intentional because
Yeah, I think they wanted it to make it feel awkward, which I understand
because
stylistically.
he's trying to lighten the mood, the prisoner being like, so how you doing? And the Mandalorian gives 0 fucks. He's only there to get his bounty. So I think that's the intention. And the first time I was like a little weirded out, but the second time when you like give it another rewatch, you get used to that.
yeah.
Like you get basically
It picks up, but it still feels a little slow. Is what you're getting at, right?
Yes, basically. Is that the first time you're trying to process everything, but you're trying to, pick up so many pieces. Once you watch it a second time, then you'll start to understand everything from a story perspective.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, this is definitely more of a character pilot, I would say. The story... There is story, for sure, but you're not getting a lot of those elements there quite yet.
Yeah.
But you do get hints about the fact that we're going to know about his origin, because you see the flashbacks with him as a kid. Yes?
No, go ahead. I'll jump in after.
You know about other characters. I want to know more about this guild, because I never heard of it before.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know about Werner Herzog. Obviously, I definitely would know that he's Imperial, because for one thing, Stormtroopers, obviously.
As
but
well
also, look at the medallion.
And that was a great moment.
Mm-hmm. As well as
then
that.
be like, we surround you! There's 4 of you. I like my odds. I would too. They probably would just end up shooting each other.
And something I was going to say.
Yeah.
Realistically, it's impossible to shoot each other at an angle, but somehow they do it.
It's Star Wars. It happens.
Yeah.
But, ooh.
What?
Star Wars Holiday Special is canon, bitches.
Oh, Lord, with Life Day.
Yeah, they mention Life Day. They talk about the Mandalorian that rode the frickin' dinosaur sea dragon thing. I forget the name.
Also,
The
Disney
Metasaur.
Plus, why is that not on there?
They'll work on it.
I want the holiday special.
We also have it on DVD.
Yeah, but I want it in 4K!
That in
you don't
4K?
want that.
I do want that in 4K because it'd be so bad.
Yeah, but yeah, Life Day.
Well, you know what? I know somebody who has Transformers 5 on 4K, so I can kind of understand that.
Yikes.
Yeah.
I'd rather a holiday special in 4K than that.
No, I
movie.
know.
I agree.
Because at least with that movie, it'd be kind of funny because it was never actually released.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's canon because Life Day, freaking the dinosaur, and just the Mandalorian's design in general is based on Boba Fett in that cartoon that was in the holiday special.
Mm-hmm.
So, one win for the holiday special.
Also, the armor color, the fact that it's silver, and his helmet is also silver, so...
But and he also got the shoulder pads after the fact.
So I'm guessing he'll likely be completely silver by the end of the season.
I mean, I guess it depends on how good he does his job.
Yeah.
Another thing is, like, at least in the before Disney bought the franchise, gray or silver, I guess, in Mandalorian armor meant mourning. So given that backstory,
So he's the Morning Lorian. Yeah, that didn't work.
yeah. And also,
He's banned from jokes.
Never.
another thing though about the Legends continuity, I guess, Mandalore in the old continuity, the old expanded universe, heavily emphasized adoption just because, you know, being such a warmongering people die often, so just adopt whoever you can.
Is that why they're called foundlings? Because they were found?
Makes sense.
I believe so, yes.
That makes sense.
So is this guy not a born Mandalorian like Satine, and was he adopted?
Oh, I thought you meant that like foundlings were actually Mandalorians whose parents were killed. That's what I thought.
It's a little unclear, but foundlings, as far as I understand, usually are Mandalorians who were adopted, like naturalized citizens.
Okay.
But yeah, it is very cool though. So many stuff from the Legends continuity becoming sort of canon now.
Mm-hmm.
With the Mythosaur, the Beskar steel, the color, hopefully.
Yeah. In general, the visuals of this series,
God.
they're so good.
I think my favorite part in that sense, besides the last scene, the mixture of lighting and everything, was when they were taking out the
carbonite?
The carbonite, thank you. Plaques out of the ship and move. It was like,
Yeah.
what the hell? Who was the artist? I need to... Oh,
Generally, the wide shots, they just got down.
Oh, definitely. I know.
You expect, like, zoomed in shots to be great, where wide sometimes suffers.
Yeah.
But, like...
Depends on the franchise.
But I know you really like the shot of the speeder because it's just like a new
That's
home.
very... like home nostalgia for any Star Wars fan, because you recognize that that's basically 1-to-1 with A New Hope with the land speeder. But yeah, visuals great, a little bit of nitpickiness with the edits.
I love it.
But let's talk about something that's going to be on everyone's minds with the ending.
Yeah.
Baby Yoda.
What?
Does this species even have a name?
No, it doesn't. It is nameless. There have only been 2 so far in continuity. Well, I guess 3 if you count Knights of the Old Republic.
Him, the baby.
Yoda.
Master Yaddle?
Yaddle. Whoever that Jedi from Knights of the Old Republic was.
I don't remember.
I don't remember his name, but I remember seeing him in
Yeah.
the game lore of that.
But is there a reason why they don't have a name? Is it just because none of their species ever really became a part of the franchise?
It's because Yoda was the only one up until Yaddle, and they just never gave a species name.
Yeah.
But he couldn't have been the only one of his species ever.
Yeah, I think we're going to learn about that now.
Oh no, I guess that's my question: is did they just never give it a name because it was only Yoda that was of the species?
I imagine that's the case.
In the like canon of the show.
Yeah. Because there were literally only 2, now 3. Once was 1 before Yoda.
I mean, the
Well,
whole...
if that's canon, at least.
The whole schmuck is that they age, like, very slowly, so now they're still babies even at age 50.
Age 50 is age 5 in their years. It's like dog years.
Wait, Yoda was what, 900 when he died?
Yeah, so he's 90.
So it's a factor of... okay, yeah, never mind.
It's a large galaxy. There's gonna be some oddballs.
Yeah.
Like Eric.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I'm curious what... I am an oddball.
I know, but I expected you to like be like, shut up, Pete.
I'm very curious about the significance of this Baby Yoda.
I can't wait.
Cause
also, where's the Funko Pop for Baby Yoda? I hate it.
The closest thing would probably be Yoda plushie.
Nah,
Like a Yoda backpack.
I got that already.
But
I mean, hey, I might buy more Funko Pops for this show. We'll see.
yeah. I'm just curious if it's going to be more of a species thing, like the fact that it's so rare, or if that particular species is very force sensitive. Because if you think about that, all 3 previous of this species have been force sensitive.
Yeah. And
See,
and high-ranked ones, no less.
I'm not saying I want that. I'm just curious.
No. I'm not saying that. Or it's just, I feel like if they were so connected to the Force, then there would have been more of them in the franchise by now. You know what I mean?
Yes, but they're also just like ultra rares.
Yeah.
They could have been like Mandalorian during the Clone Wars from the start. They just chose not to
That would be
talk with anybody
that's true.
unless like somebody willingly had to leave the planet.
Yeah.
That's true. Oh my god, can we get a Yoda? Oh my god, can we please get Yoda a Star Wars story?
I'd watch it.
I want teenager Yoda.
I would.
So like Yoda at 130 years old.
Not the boss of me. You are not.
Him with hair.
Have you ever seen those kind of photos?
I have. They are.
With like grunge emo
They
hair.
are like wild.
Could you imagine him with grunge hair like My Chemical
I've
Romance?
just seen-
I want that.
I've seen them with brown hair, I think, in like comic books. So, but yeah, overall, pretty solid start. I mean, every pilot, so to speak, is gonna fall here and there
Yeah.
with people.
I
It'll start
would
to
say
pick
that.
up. It'll start to pick up in the second episode, I
Mhm.
imagine, for sure.
Though I'll be honest, ever since I kind of made the comment about like prelude/prequel, I've now thought of the show as it's better than initially.
Yes.
Now that I think of it in the context of, it's probably a prelude, then I'm like, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still think like
Yeah,
the opening
it's also-
was too dry for me.
hmm
I would have liked some extra spice in it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah. I mean, this is also a completely new element. Like,
oh,
there's,
absolutely.
there's species-wise, you see familiarity. Shot-wise, you see some familiarity.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
aesthetic is there, but
But it's
all the
completely
context
original.
of planets and people, completely new.
No, which I'm excited for. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
so that's why you're probably also like, I don't know anything about this, so I can't follow it easily.
No, that wasn't actually my issue though.
What was your issue then?
It was just dry in the beginning. I think, like you said, maybe some added music.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think some music would have actually really helped it because they could have chosen like some really awkward or just like the whatever species trying to like break ice by starting to sing or something.
Yeah.
That could have been nice because then it would have really changed the awkward from being this is awkwardly dry to like awkward
Yeah.
in a funny way.
Mm-hmm. By the way,
Uh-oh.
this is the first time we have seen a toilet in Star Wars.
It is.
Can you believe that?
And he didn't even freaking use it.
I know, right?
What a waste of the toilet.
I want to know what it sounds like flushing.
Dave Filoni, we need to hear it flush.
Imagine that's Taika Waititi's episode. You hear it
Please.
flush.
I would
Honestly, would any of us be surprised?
No. I'm kind of expecting it to be like the one joke over the episode. Like every episode we see a toilet, it doesn't flush until the season finale, and that's the one Taika Waititi's directing.
Yeah. Also, that blue character gave me some Orville vibes.
Same.
Especially when he's talking about
Derulio.
relieving himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Rob Lowe.
I haven't seen Orville though. I really
We're gonna change
have to.
that.
Yes. Very good times.
We have like a year until the new season comes out or something like that.
Something like that.
We'll see.
We'll double check. But, yeah, I got some serious vibes for that.
Yeah.
Especially when I think of him relieving himself, I think of when he bursts in the pilot.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
So, overall, solid start. Can't wait for more.
See you Friday.
Yep.
I guess Saturday technically.
Yeah. We'll see you in
Whatever.
the next episode.
Yep.
Yeah, that.
Lector.
Bye.